Good morning, students, and welcome to another online biology classroom of St. Michaels Academy. Today, I am going to start a new chapter from plant physiology, that is, growth and development of plant. So, what is plant growth? Plant growth could be defined as the increasing of plant volume and or mass with or without formation of new structures such as organs, tissues, cells or cell organelles. Growth is usually associated with development, cell and tissue specialization, and reproduction, that is, production of new individuals. So, this is the definition of actual plant growth. Now, see first diagram. Water plus air plus energy, plant growth generally happens. So these are the minimum conditions for the growth of a plant. Because we know actually in presence of sunlight, with the help of oxygen and water, photosynthesis occurs. And photosynthesis is the first step of growth, we can say, because without food, plant can't grow. Now the next one is phases of plant growth. There are actually three phases of plant growth: meristematic, elongation and maturation. You can see in the second diagram, a small plant is growing and ultimately it is becoming a matured plant. Apical meristem in apical bud has been marked. Dormant apical meristem in axillary bud has been marked. And the last one is apical meristem in roots. Grand period of growth. In initial stages, during the phase of cell formation, the growth rate increases slowly, while it increases rapidly during the phase of cell elongation or cell enlargement, and again slows down during the phase of cell maturation. The period during which the course of growth takes place is known as grand period of growth. Now see the graph. Through x-axis we have taken time and through y-axis we have taken size or weight of the organ. Now a hyperbola type of curve has come, which is exponential phase or log phase. The last one is stationary phase and the first one is lag phase. Now we are going to discuss the factors which affecting plant growth. There are two types of factors, external factors and internal factors. Already you know about this, but then also I am giving you just an idea. So external factors are light, temperature, water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, pollutants, mineral salts. And internal factors are nutrition, that is macronutrients, which include nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, magnesium, carbon, oxygen or hydrogen. And micronutrients, which includes iron, boron, chlorine, manganese, zinc, copper, molybdenum and nickel. And the second internal factor is growth regulators, that is the hormones. You can say auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene and abscisic acid. Now, development is the progression from earlier to later stages in maturation. For example, a fertilized egg develops into a mature tree. It is the process whereby tissues, organs, and the whole plants are produced. It involves growth, morphogenesis, that is the acquisition of form and structure, and differentiation. So hope so you have understood the basic difference between growth and development. First a plant first develops, then growth phase happens. Please see the diagram, you can understand actually. First it is developing, then the growth phase is started. Now we are going to discuss about differentiation. Differentiation in plants refers to the processes by which distinct cell types arise from precursor cells and become different from each other. Plants have about a dozen basic cell types that are required for everyday functioning and survival. Additional cell types are required for sexual reproduction. Now see the second diagram. Here, step by step, the differentiation of plant cells has been shown. Now, two terms, I am discussing two terms. One is de-differentiation and the second one is re-differentiation. De-differentiation. A differentiated cell can regain its capacity for cell division under certain conditions. This phenomenon is called de-differentiation. And re-differentiation, on the other hand, a de-differentiated plant cell once again loses its capacity to divide and becomes mature. This phenomenon is called re-differentiation in case of plant body. Now see the diagram. De-differentiation stem cell features has been clearly shown. A plant, that is you can see under stress and stimulus. Under stress it is developing, and under stress it is developing, but its leaves are becoming yellowish. You can see the diagrams, you can see the changes. After that, under stimulus, cell cycle happens, redifferentiation or transdifferentiation. That means regreening again happens, and at the end of the cycle, cell death occurs. Now I am presenting you the sequence of developmental process in a plant cell through chart. See, first meristematic cell, then plasmatic growth happens, differentiation happens, and in case of meristematic cell, cell division also happens. Till cell death, it includes maturation and expansion or elongation. Just see the arrow properly, because you have to give the arrow like this only. Dotted lines like this only you have to give. Now growth regulation. Broadly defined, a growth regulator is simply any chemical used to alter the growth of a plant or a part of the plant. While one could technically argue water and nutrients are chemicals that alter the growth of plants, growth regulators more specifically work with plant hormones to achieve their result. So here are the types of hormone: cytokinin, which induce growth of shoot; auxin, which promote root initiation; gibberellin, which stimulate cell elongation; and florigen, which trigger blossoming. Now, what is hormone? Hormones are chemical substances rather, that act like messenger molecules in the body. After being made in one part of the body, they travel to other parts of the body where they help control how cells and organs do their work. For example, insulin is a hormone that's made by the beta cells in the pancreas. Obviously, this in the case of animal, or you can say this is actually in the case of human being. Now, what are the properties of hormone? Hormones are produced by specialized glands and are secreted directly into the bloodstream. Second one, hormones exert their efforts not where they are locally produced. This is a very important point. Hormones exert their effects not where they are locally produced, but on other tissues of the body. And the last one is hormones are transported by the bloodstream from the endocrine cells to serve as a chemical messenger. Now, question is this: in case of plant, blood is not there, so obviously through xylem actually hormone are transported. Types of plant hormones. First of all, what are the plant hormones? Plant hormones, also known as phytohormones, are organic substances that regulate plant growth and development. Plants produce a wide variety of hormones including auxins, gibberellins or GA, abscisic acid, that is ABA, cytokinins or CK, salicylic acid, that is SA, ethylene ET, jasmonates, that is JA, and brass inosteroids, that is BR, and peptides. What are the functions? Plant hormones as signal molecules regulate cellular processes in targeted cells locally and when moved to other locations of the plant. They also determine the formation of the root, stem, leaf, and flower and facilitate the shedding of leaves and the development and ripening of fruits. Now see the diagram. The types of plant hormone has been shown over here. Gibberellin, auxin, cytokinins, ethylene, abscisic acid. Some important plant hormones actually has been shown. Now their role also has been shown. There are some columns, that is first one is germination, second one is growth to maturity, third one is flowering, fourth one is fruit development, fifth one is abscission, and the last one is seed dormancy. So in case of gibberellin, you can see that first four function gibberellin used to do, but not the last two. In case of auxin, it used to do the second, third and fourth. Cytokinins also second, third and fourth, but ethylene third, fourth, fifth, and abscisic acid only the last two. For any doubts or queries, student, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. So thank you students and have a nice day.